Cool. Okay, hi everyone. How are you doing, guys? I have put the message in the group that I am live now, so everyone should be joining in the meantime. Please start putting the questions if you have any, or I will be starting covering the questions from the website. Okay, also, I would like to share one thought that see, it doesn't matter actually if you have the lowest question. It doesn't matter if you don't know about something. If you just have a question, that means you have a question, okay? And it's better to ask the person than asking like on the Google or asking to the AI or someone else, because the way I am going to answer is going to be filtered way, okay? Obviously, it will be not too much technical as a AI or Google does, but it will be the filtered way, filtered in the way that you will be understanding. Okay, so that's why I always ask that please ask as many questions as you want, and I'll be here to answer your questions. Okay, so I feel you'll be starting the putting the questions in the chat box. That's it. Okay, meantime, let's do one thing. Let's start with the website. Okay, and I hope you can hear me also. Okay, if you can hear me, just write something in the chat, comment, right? Okay, let's do one thing. Let's open the our website and let's see what we got here. Okay, so in this week we got lot of questions, but I got lot of questions that I had to censor. Okay, I got around 15 questions that not supposed to be on website, and I have to censor those questions. So I'll tell you quickly which questions to ask, which not to ask. You cannot ask any question which will expose you, which will expose your work, which will somehow can damage the community. Okay, you cannot ask those particular questions. The second thing, once you ask the question, it will be submitted to me, so you have to wait until I give the approval. If I'm not giving approval, you cannot just write like 6 7 questions and angry messages. No, this is not how it works. I got community to protect, right? So I cannot just allow everyone's question. Okay, there has to be some kind of filter there. Third thing, I don't really like the repeating messages. See, I'm really here to help you guys. You ask the question, I help you, I answer. Even after the this particular live, I'm going to arrange the live call session. There also I'm going to answer a few questions. There I'm going to solve your issues, right? So that was that I'm going to do. But if you just keep messaging me repeatedly like 20, 26 messages, 50 messages, then there is no way I'm answering you. You will be getting blocked. As simple as that. It's not arrogance, it is just the thing that you are irritating the person who is trying to help you. Okay. If you want to send me 50 messages per day and expect I'll be attending all of these messages with the precise, then yeah, provide me a monthly salary. I'll do it. Anyway, let's do it. Let's go with the questions. So, very first question is a fishlet collusion. Okay. So basically, this question is like I have more than two fishlets in my Evilginx which are currently active and running, and I want to run both of them. But what I am doing is once I enable that particular fishlet, I am getting error that there is a collision between host. Okay, it's quite common error that can happen with the Evilginx. The solution for that particular error is quite simple. You just change the host name of each host name. Okay, how? You just point the like you can add your domain name into the Evilginx config. And for first fishlet, you can say xyz.domain.com. For second fishlet, you can say xyxy.domain.com. So basically, we have changed the subdomain name, and now it will work independently as there will be no collision between the hosts, right? So this is how you can do it. The answer is also available on the website. Great. So next is how to set up the proxy and the challenges on the link or in the general. I'm assuming in the link because he has mentioned the tag Evilginx in the post. Okay. So it's quite simple how you do it. You simply follow the steps that I have given in this particular video. There is one configuration thing in this particular video in which I have explained that. Hopefully in the future I also create this separate video explaining each part, but yes, as of now you can follow this particular video. Yes, it is showed how you can use the Cloudflare proxy, how you can use the Cloudflare turnstile, which is checking if you are human or not, and basically that stuff. Okay, so it's already given here. Great. Next question is, why do my lore get red after building? It's quite common to get red. Why? Because there are multiple reasons. I have explained all of the reasons here. So by default, whatever the Evilginx available on the GitHub, that has a few bugs in it. Okay, sorry. It is basically intentionally leaking the hostname. It is intentionally leaking the header also, so that the server will know that user is trying to proxy that particular website. Okay, so first thing, removing that will help a lot. The second thing, whenever you request the SSL certificate using the let's say certbot, then what it does is certbot basically informs the bots to crawl your website. Okay, so I'm not sure if certbot does it, but I have identified some patterns that once I do the SSL certificate renewation, I started getting the bots. Okay, so I'm assuming the certbot is basically allowing or telling that bots to go and scrape the website for the latest data or check the website for data. Okay, so that's the second thing. And in order to block those, what you need to use some protection, otherwise it will basically come to know that you are using the proxy website of some popular website, like let's say office website, right? So in that case it will be getting reported. Okay, the third thing is leaking the contents into the body. Okay, so there are some content in the body which can be used to identify the actual domain name where from the request is coming. Okay, you need to override that request. The third thing is, sometimes what happens, the Evilginx doesn't have a capability to modify anything in the URL, right? But sometimes it is needed to modify into the URL. For example, so let's say after this particular question, it might be possible that there is a question marked access is written, or redirect is written, and a value is equals to, let's say, fluxay.com. Okay, so this is the original domain, that's not the fake domain or evil domain. So in that case, we will be not able to change in the URL. That's the biggest problem with the Evilginx, right? So yes, you need to tackle that using the source code modification, which I have already created in one package. So there are the ways which basically you need to think as a protector. What else I can do to protect my server or protect my website? Then you will come to know, okay, what kind of protection will be implemented in the backend and what kind of attacks can be possible against it, right? So this way you will be getting the idea what is working, what is not working, and what is causing the red and how to fix it. Okay, that's all given in this particular message right here. You can go ahead and read it. Simple. Okay. So this is a mixed topic, by the way. I'm not going to cover that because there are some multiple topics which supposed to be on separate, but it is combined in one. Okay, so that's why I won't be able to take that. Okay, because you are accessing the central information, you will be need to verify your password. Okay, so let's read this one. Okay, hello sir. Please, how can my 65 fishlet to trigger when inputting the password, because you are accessing the sensitive information you will be needing to answer the password. So basically it's a trick that he is using. I don't recommend phishing. I don't promote phishing. I just educate people about phishing so that people can understand phishing and prevent it. Okay, so basically what this particular guy is saying, he will send one link where office link will be there, and once user clicks on something on the page, it will pop up that, okay, for re-authentication your password is needed because you are trying to access the something sensitive. It can be the new updates, it can be anything in the office website, by the way. Like it can be opening the mail, it can be opening the mail will, yes, it can be indicated that way also. So my answer is, you can use the inject.js to achieve the same. There are multiple methods in the inject.js also. Like inject.js limits how much code you can inject, right? So what you can do is you can host your remote sorry, JavaScript in the remote server, and from there you can fetch using inject.js injected JavaScript and inject into the page. This is one method. Okay. By the way, that's also covered in the course. Great. Lushank is saying, let's say we are trying to host a customer reCAPTCHA page through Nginx and then proxy the proxy Nginx through my new Evilginx IP. Yes, it's possible. It's possible. You need to basically add some bypass for the what we call reCAPTCHA. Okay, so what you need to basically do is in the reCAPTCHA script there are some things which is responsible for grabbing the original hostname, and that is causing the issue. So if you don't do that, then it will show okay, error loading reCAPTCHA, something like that on the page. But if you manage to bypass them, then yes, it will think as a okay, reCAPTCHA exists on the old website only, not the evil website, and you'll be able to do it. Okay, so yes, there are two lines of the code which you're supposed to add in the Evilginx fishlet, and that will work. The second thing is saying, and if the can be done, how can we input the reCAPTCHA page for testing link? See, I see lot of people are using the paid service to solve the reCAPTCHA, which I don't really recommend. ReCAPTCHA is designed for the user. Okay, so let user solve it so that user will also think that it's a authenticated site or something, right? So it's beneficial to bypass, or it's um I don't know, better thinking if you directly bypass it so that user can solve it rather than adding some functionality to solve it automatically. And by the way, that is also can be done, but for that you need to extend your setup to the evil fish. Sorry, evil, what we call that, I don't remember, but uh, I think evil puppet. Yeah, evil puppet. You need to add the evil puppet for that so that evil puppet will solve it for you and get the token which will you get after the solving and inject in the original website so that it will be valid token. Okay, that's great. I know like my current answer will be solving little bit technical, but yeah, that's what it is. And this answer is only for those people who understand, by the way. Otherwise, if you try to learn it from the scratch, it will be a little bit difficult. Without warning, I'm trying to build the Google phishing and it giving lot of errors. I know it is giving lot of errors. Will I be able to build when I buy your course? No, you will be not. Why? If you buy the course, then you will be able to build the fishlet 99.999%, which are the regular websites. Okay, Google comes in the really super secure phishing. Sorry, super secure website. Okay, so recently, by the way, it was possible when I launched the course a few months back. At that time, using the course building the Google fishlet was quite possible. Okay, and it was working flawlessly. Okay, but what happened after some days, the Google has completely changed the login authentication flow and it has added multiple things in it. Okay. So that's why it is not quite straightforward to bypass those particular tokens and all. Okay. For that, you need a lot of things like you need source code modification, you need modification in the Evilginx switchlet. Basically, you need to add a custom functionality in the both of the sites, right? So that will solve your issue. Okay, otherwise if you are asking like a regular thing, it won't be possible. Okay, it won't be possible. And by the way, if you can learn or if you have the source code to check if the how Google is modified, then you will get the idea on the higher level how exactly can be bypassed for the any most secure site. Okay, I hope you got your question. Warning. Great. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's move to the next question. Mm, can subfilter replace the links in the Google search result during MIT? So he's basically asking, let's say I open the Google, I type something and I get the result. Okay. So these result, is the result possible to replace using subfilter? Yes. See, I already told you that subfilter is a limited thing which you can use to do some modifications in the page. Okay. How? Let's say I want to change the word my shipping tracking, right, to something like XSX, right? So yes, subfilter can help, but how many it can help, that's the biggest problem. So let's say right now you having one page, right? So in that case definitely the subfilter will can be used to replace it. Let's say 2 3 words are there which I want to replace, or 2 3 links are there which I wanted to replace. Okay, but what if user goes to the next page, next page, right? So let's say I type fluxate here. Okay, and if you check, we have a lot of websites right here. Shit, wait. FLUXXSCT. Okay, it looks like the URLs are not there. But anyway, see how many URLs that there are 3 pages. So what if the user goes to the third page? And some website has a crazy pages. Like, let me give you one example. If I say site and this, then some website has a crazy pages, like it has a 10 pages, okay, more than 10 pages. So in that case it won't work, subfilter won't work. So it is better to inject this JavaScript which will act dynamically based on some logic or something, and that will replace in the page. Okay, that can be done, that is possible, and that is the recommended way to do it. Okay, Lushang posted something, deleted something. I didn't saw it, but I hope you didn't post anything wrong. Anyway, with warning is saying, all right, I understand now, but will still buy the course soon. Okay, yeah, that's pretty much great because uh, first of all, you are getting the knowledge, and second of all, you are getting knowledge for cheap. So why not? Okay, and there is a community on the website also. If you are having the question, you can ask there, and every 2 days I arrange the calls also in case you have any uh, difficulties that you want to ask me. And the third thing is, in the week on the Sunday night we have the live stream where you can ask the questions. Okay, so yes, it's quite beneficial. Anyway, Lushang is saying, can we talk about Canary token and how it leaks the link or get it read? Oh shit. I know what you're talking about. So he's basically talking about the Canary token in the cloud office, I guess. Okay. Because recently I posted something. Okay, let me log in into my Twitter. Just give me 1 second. Okay, I hope I have access on this computer and it doesn't need any code. Sorry, it does need the code. By the way, I also recommend that you should use authenticator code for all of your accounts so that it will be protected by the two-factor authentication. Okay, and it's recommend. Just give me 1 second. I am entering my code. Yet. Just give me 1 second. 738, 97, 67. Okay, so we have the access. So basically, he's talking about the Canary token, which is in the office. So recently, I tweeted about it on my Twitter. So can you see somewhere here? Yes, that's where the Canary token is. Okay, so basically, in the page, in the code of the office, there is a one token being generated called Canary token, which is basically allowing the server side to notice that you are doing some kind of Evilginx trick, and that basically leads to getting page into the red. Okay, so that's a clever mechanism implemented by the Microsoft team. And the solution which is given on the Twitter by someone else, not me, uh, original creator by the way, which is tracking the where it is coming from. So basically he is trying to find the file and it is coming from the ASCDN Microsoft image.net. Okay, and then what is happening is, in the code itself, that image is getting collected and the code is getting extracted from that image and being used. Okay, it's a clever technique. No one will search for the image for the something like that, right? And it is being used. And you need to replace the .cloudfront.net with the .nowhere.local, so that that request won't reach to the backend and it won't basically flag your URL. Okay, this is how it can be implemented. So yeah, you can just directly implement that. Now you understand what is the canary token, where it is being used, and how to prevent it. How to prevent it is already on the screen right here. You can use it as it is. Okay, great. I hope you understand. So many questions. Okay. Gabriel Strank is saying, does anyone have iCloud working fishlet on the community? No, no one has it. Even I am also struggling with the iCloud fishlet. Uh, it was working until the last 2 weeks back of the last 2 weeks. Since last 2 weeks, it is not working and it is having the issue because Apple also has updated since the Google is also updated. Uh, in the same way the Google is updated. So yeah, it will take a time. Great. By the way, don't just put that message because the messages are getting recorded on the YouTube and probably you will be getting in the trouble in the future. So I'll suggest just delete the message or I'll delete it. Okay. Anonymous Sky is saying, Master, how can we use subfilter to replace JavaScript in a fishlet? And also let's talk about the canary token. The canary token is already explained right here, as you can see on my screen. I posted something on the Twitter. So basically, canary token is generated by the some code in the code, which is basically reporting your website to the backend. Simple. Okay. And how to bypass that? You just need to track that particular file where it is coming from. So in this case, it's coming from the ASCDN. You track that in the ASCDN file. You just replace the crowdfront.net with the nowhere.local. Okay, great. This is how we replace it, and it will basically, after replacing, it will basically not send okay, Samsung, you are getting banned. You are not supposed to say something like that in the uh, chat. So you just got banned. Okay, yes, yeah, this way you can basically do it. Great. Without warning, can you talk about the SS7? I think would be lovely project to do. Can you just type something about the SS7, maybe link or something, because I am not familiar with the SS7. SS7 is a set of telegraphy signing protocols developed in the 90s, which is used in set up the terror from the telephone. So basically, what are you looking for with the SSN? Are you looking for some calling system? Are you looking for some SMS thing or something similar? I'm not sure. Please put some links so that I can understand, or put some content so that I can understand. Okay, Lo Shang saying yes. For what, I'm not sure, but Power AI is saying, can you make Dropbox wishlet please? Officially, I don't make any fishlet at all. I stay out of the trouble because I'm already in the trouble facing some legal charges. So don't make such a request on the public domain. Okay, great. Uh, okay. By the way, put some SS7 details. I'm also signaling system number 7 is a telephony signing protocol. Okay, where it is, which thing is related to this particular question? Tell me. Like, is it with the website? Is it with the some communication system? Is it with the something? Okay, and putting the project together, I think it's quite hard to convince the people to work on something. And now Sky is saying, Master, let's talk about how to do right URL, and can we modify the part of the URL? Yes, 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 it's possible to rewrite the URL. It is possible to modify the URL also. So if you are on this particular product, let me show you that product, this one, $70 one product, then you will understand that how to do it, because in this particular product I have already posted the source code which can be used to modify the force gate parameter. That means whatever the gate parameters are there, like if I say redirect equals to y whatever, so how you can change the value of this, right? That is already posted in that particular code. The code is also there and it's also in the video. I hope you will check it out. And that also can be used to completely rewrite the URL, but it is little bit tweak. So let me know if you are a holder of this particular modified source code. Let me know in the chat and I'll do it, and I'll post in this group only. Okay, great. Lushang, please, any recommendation course or video to learn Golang? See, I don't have any recommendation, but let me you open my YouTube. In the past, I watch one. By the way, tell me one thing, Lushang. Do you have experience with the other languages like Python, JavaScript? Do you have experience with that? If you have experience with that, then there is a different path to go. If you don't have experience with the coding at all, then there is a different path to go. Okay. So let's say you have the experience with that particular code language. Then what you do is you basically watch one simple video like Golang in the 100 second. Okay. In this Golang in the 100 second video, basically the structure of the Go language is explained, the structure. Okay, so once you understand the structure, you can code in the Go language because you already have the coding knowledge. Okay, you know how to code. It is just the structure. Like in the Python we use print, in C we use printf, in JavaScript we use console.log, right? So yeah, in the Go we use fmt.log or log.debug or however we set it, right? So yeah, that structure once you understand, you can do with the Go language. You can start with the coding with the Go language, and once you start the coding with the Go language, was step by step, then you start exploring the advanced concept, right? And that are like quite easy. Once you read the documentation, you will get it, or small video will also can help. There's the fastest way to learn is start one project in the Go, something, try to build mailer or something in the Go, right? Try to build some validator in the Go, like mail validator or something, right? And once you start building it, then it will refresh your skills and you'll be able to learn faster, basically. Okay, and once if you don't have any coding knowledge at all, then don't start with the Go, start with the very simplest language, which is JavaScript or Python. Once you understand the Python, then you come to the Go and then do it. Okay, great. How to bypass the Cloudflare turnstile in the Evilginx 2? A couple of days back, there was one way to posted on the Twitter to bypass the. If you follow me on the Twitter, then you will come to know. Yeah, if you can follow me on the Twitter, you will come to know that there was a one fix that I posted. It is the WA bypass for Akamai and Cloudflare. Basically, Akamai and Cloudflare were using exactly same technology to offer their services, and there is a one vulnerability in that particular Cloudflare script page which was loading in the very first place, like that loading the reCAPTCHA edge captcha page. It's not edge captcha, it's Cloudflare's turnstile page, but there was a one vulnerability, and that can be used to exploit so that it will basically pass the user to Cloudflare, right? So that was one bypass. If you are asking direct bypass, no, there are no bypass. Only if there is a vulnerability exists and which is not patched, then that can be used as a bypass. By the way, I'm not recommending anything, I'm not promoting anything. Okay, this is just educational advice, one researcher to another researcher. I hope you understand. By the way, follow me on the Twitter. I post a lot of helpful stuff sometimes. And Namaskar is saying, yes, I am in the group and I am having issue how to tweak it, please. Definitely, I'll be going to post it, but not today, maybe tomorrow, but I will write in my to-do list for you. By the way, I don't remember which one of you, but for one guy I have done this already. But I didn't give them code directly. I give this full source code, so he might not understand. But yeah, he if he is listening this live stream, then definitely he will know that I have given him already. Anyway, please start putting the question. Let me check how much time it's been. If it is too much time, then we have to end it. 29 minutes. That's really great. That's really great. Okay. So it's time already. It's 30 minutes. So it's time already. If I don't get much questions, then I'll be dropping the stream soon. So if you have any question, please put that question. Okay. And okay. By the way, follow me on the Twitter. I post a lot of useful information, and some people follow me too. I have a small following, but I have some following. I post like helpful information like this, new exploits. If someone has found something new, vulnerability or something which can be used somewhere, also I post about those, like Cloudflare vulnerability I posted, right? And here I posted one of script which can be used as a finder. Here I posted one solution for the detection bypass, right? So yeah, a lot of things. Okay, so please make sure that you follow. Anyway, please new question. Otherwise, let's have a nice day. By the way, there is one guy on the website which is giving me a lot of trouble. I don't understand that why he's asking so many stupid questions. Once I reject the question, but if you are listening, please be mature and ask questions responsibly. Okay, great. Okay, it's time. If you are watching till the last, that means you see value in my content, and please hit that like button so that this video will get more views, and I'll be able to continue doing every single Sunday. Okay. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you got answers for your question. That's all in this particular stream. See you in the next. Keep supporting and keep following me on the Twitter also, so that if there is any new update or something or some fix or something, I will post it. You might say that why I don't create videos on the fix, because the problem is by the time I will record and edit the video, it might be possible that the fix is already gone. Okay, so that's why it's better to follow me directly so that you will get content right away. Great, that's all, Lushang. Thanks. Okay, that's all, and thank you for watching, and see you in the next. Have a nice day. Have a healthy day. Bye. Where is my end stream button?